Best of the 2010s.
You don't make up for your sins in the church.
We got a lot of great teams in this decade.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
You do it in the streets. You do it at home. The rest is bullshit and you know it.
Every once in a while I have to escape.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Or get burned out easy, I should say. But sometimes I like to just have a little fun. So that's what we're going to do. And since to me, baseball is the essence of all life in the universe.
You shit-kicking, stinky horse-smelling motherfucker, you!
I'm just going to delve right in. I've had a love affair with baseball since I was 5 years old.
I knew it was you, Fredo.
So say goodnight to the bad guy.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody instead of a bum.
So without further ado, let's get it going.
You hear me talking, hillbilly boy? I ain't through with you by damn sight.
Howdy. Hello. Well, that's how it looks. I ranked them, I seeded them per their winning percentage. Best winning percentage of the decade so far belongs to the 2018 Red Sox, 667.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Cubs are in second at 640. The Astros at 623. Everybody's in between, and the bottom team is the 2014 Giants, who had a 543 winning percentage. This time around, we're going to use...
This here's Miss Bonnie Parker.
Glad to meet you.
I'm Clyde Barrett.
Right.
We rob banks.
What If Sports sim matchup. Wanted to give it a try. So, our first game is...
Tell me, before I do some damage, you won't walk away from.
The 2011 Cardinals will be at home to play the 2014 Giants. So let's do it. 2014 Giants.
We'll set them at home. We'll use a three-man pitching staff and go with whatever the computer chooses. Alright, there it is. They'll be at home. We'll play the game. 14 Giants win 6-4. And it gives a little box here. Madison Bumgarner goes 7 for the win. Alright. So 6-4. Giants win. Alright. Cards to loser 1. And the Giants will play the 18 Red Sox. Next game, 2016 Cubs, 2010 Giants. Cubs are ranked second. Alright, there's the game. The Giants are away, the Cubs are home. We'll play the game. The Giants win 7-4. It's a bit of a surprise there. Who was the star? Buster Posey collects 4 hits. So the Giants win 7-4 over the Cubs. Cubs to loser 2 right here. They will play the Cardinals of 2011. Okay, next game. The 17 Astros against the 12 Giants. Alright.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
For, let's see, I gotta make sure. Okay. Fires versus Kane. And the score is the Giants. Wow, the Giants have won. All 3 of their teams won. They beat the Astros 7-1.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
And the Astros move down to the losers bracket to play the winner of this game. And the 10 Giants and 12 Giants will play there. Next game, 18 Red Sox, 14 Giants. Alright, the 14 Giants are to play.
Are you gonna bark all day,
18 Red
little
Sox.
doggy? Or are you gonna bite?
Say hello to my little friend! I don't want to be a product of my environment.
Alright.
I want my environment to be a product of me.
And it's the Giants' second game. So we move to pitcher number 2 for them. And the Red Sox, it's their first game. Rick Porcello.
You can act like a man!
And the Giants clobber him 14
Now,
to
if
5.
if I ever
See who
see
the
you
starter
here
was.
again, you die. Just like that.
Angel Pagan scores 4 runs. Alright. Alright, because I have the ability to be an idiot, I have to check and make sure that that's exactly what I got. 18 versus 14.
Get this through your head. You only exist out here because of me.
14 Giants, 18 Red Sox. There it is. The Red Sox prevail 7-4. Who was the star? Rafael Devers drives in 3 runs. Okay. So the Sox win. Porcello gets the win. Okay, so. Alright, so that'll be. And the Giants go to loser 5.
Now, you got a corpse in a car,
Red Sox
minus a head in a
advance.
garage. Take me to it.
Next game, 13 Red Sox, 15 Royals. Okay, it's both teams' first game, so they'll use their first starter. And the Red Sox are home, they're ranked higher. Boston pulls it out, 8-7. Go down here, we got Saltalamacchia drives in 5. Right. The 13 Red Sox prevail. They'll play their 18 counterparts. And the Royals go here. Alright. They stymie. Here they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For some reason, I don't know. They always do though. Alright, so the Royals will go there. We're moving right along now. 2010 Giants, 2012 Giants. It's both teams' second game. They both scored the same amount of runs, so then you go get runs against. And 2012 only allowed 1, so they're home. Alright, 2010 is home. It's both teams' second game. We'll give them the number 2 pitcher, Vogel Song. Okay. We'll play the game. 2012 prevails 8-4. Hunter Pence drives in 4. 8-4, 2012. Okay. Loser 9.
Well, it's nothing
For
that
10.
can be replaced.
Well, that leaves us with the 18 Red Sox and the 13 Red Sox. And I'm looking at their games. It looks like 18 is at home. It's both teams' second game. So we'll just go to the number 2 pitcher.
Your part. Eggplant.
18 is at home. It's 2013 Boston versus 2018 Boston. Second pitcher. 6-2. 2013 wins. I gotta remember to record the score. 6-2. 13 prevails. There's the hitters. 3 for 5 for Betts. He must be some kind of player. I hear his name a lot. I don't pay much attention to today's game. For some reason, it's just too boring for me. All the good names are gone. Mike Napoli. I mean, who's the star in the game today? Trout? Harper? I don't know, they're kind of hot dogs to me. The guys I care about, like Miggy, you know, he's probably at the end of his career. He's got 500 career home runs. It just creeps right up on you. It seems like yesterday when he signed. Mike Napoli drives in 3 runs. Alright, 2013 wins their second game to put themselves in the championship of the winner's bracket game against the 12 Giants. And for 18, they will go here. Alright, loser's bracket is shaping up. And so is the winner's bracket. One more game to go here. Alright, so it's 2013 Boston versus 2012 San Francisco. It's both teams' third game. Boston is on the road. Here comes the game. Oh man, the Giants put it to them 14-1. Holy smoke. Pounded. It's one of them kind of games you hate being in, but everybody's in them. Brandon Belt drives in 4 runs. Alright, Boston, and it's both teams' third pitcher. John Lackey for Boston, Madison Bumgarner. What I got to have for third pitcher? Play it. 11-5 Boston. Alright, the Red Sox pull it out 11-5. Will Middlebrooks drives in 3 runs. Well, it's a game apiece. We'll flip the teams, play 2 games at Boston. Go to pitcher number 2, because pitcher 1 pitched first game. I forgot to switch them. So pitcher 2, 3-3-7 for, whoops, Ryan Vogelsong and Ryan Dempster, it looks like. Okay, so this is game 3. It's tied. The series is tied. And Boston, wow, 15-4. Got all these big scores. 7 in the first. Ooh, never looked back. And Shane Victorino drives in 4. So he played for the 13 Red Sox? I didn't know that. I thought he was a Philly. Shit, I'm getting to be so old that even the guys that signed down that are coming to the ends of their career right now, that since I've been old are retiring. Now that's when you start really feeling old. 15-4, Red Sox prevail. Incidentally, I made this a best of 5. Forgot to tell you. 14-1, first game went to the Giants. 11-5, second game to Boston, and now 15-4. So they got a 2-game-to-1 lead. Go to game 4. And next pitcher down. Bumgarner for the Giants. Lackey for the Bo Sox. This is game 4. The Giants win 6-4.
Hey. You're a cantaloupe.
3 hits for Nava. Lackey takes the loss. Marco Scudero drives in 3 runs. So even though I X'd it out, I think the Giants won 6-4. I gotta try to remember to leave that up, because sometimes I tend to forget the score. It's Alzheimer's setting in.
In the quiet words of the Virgin Mary, come again.
So that's where we're at right there, 6-4. It's tied up now, so we got a game 5. We'll switch sides. Put the Red Sox on the road, 5-game series. This is it. So they got their number 1, and they got their number 1. There it is, John Lester versus Matt Cain. Make a prediction here. Well, I'll probably say that I want the Red Sox to win, but I think the Giants are going to win. All right, let's see. 2-0, the Red Sox prevail. Great game pitching wise for Lester. He has a day. He comes up big. John Lester goes 7 for the win. 2-0. Okay. That makes the Red Sox advance. And the Red Sox are the champions of the winners bracket. That might be the first time we've got a champion, winners bracket champion, Red Sox team. They were good 2-13. I especially remember that series. The Tigers were supposed to be the best team in baseball. We had 3 Cy Young Award winners on the staff. Miggy and V. Mart and all the stars. Back then, damn, we were stacked. But the Red Sox had Ortiz, man. He was the equalizer.
Red Sox trailing 5-1, and Poppy gets in. who's never homered against Benoit in his career. Bases loaded. Benoit delivers. Swinging a high knee, driving to right field. That one's stalled to the right. Hunter on the move, racing back. It's over his head. It's gone. It's into the bullpen. This game is tied. This game is tied. David Ortiz. David Ortiz. David Ortiz.
That guy killed us every time. Him and Lester. Wish that was supposed to be the Tigers' year. 13. 12, we got swept by the Giants. That wasn't fun. And the Giants will go to the best losers bracket there is. So, alright, we got to finish them down now. Start sending teams home. The first game is the 11 Cardinals and the 16 Cubs. Cardinals lost 6-4. 16 Cubs lost 7-4. They both scored 4. They gave up 7, so Cardinals will be at home. Well, there it is. Cardinals at home. Cardinals are at home. Second game for both teams. All right, loser goes home. Arrieta for the Cubs. Westbrook for the Cardinals. I predict the Cubs. Oh, they crush them, 21-3. I don't know if I've seen that many runs scored in a while. That's a blowout, 21-3. And Edison Russell drives in 7 runs. What a day! Oh, I dream about days like that. So the Cubs are loaded for bear. Jeez, peace. They'll play the 17 Astros in their next game. It will be their third game. Oh man, I hate it when mouth gets like that. Okay, so next game. Oh shoot, I gotta put the score. Well, that was a total stoner move. They just won right here. Alright, I gotta watch myself, man, because I'm trying to sabotage it behind my own knowledge. If that makes sense. Alright, so they move up to here. So they played 17 Astros. I should call it pothead baseball. Alright, so the Red Sox are the champions of the winners bracket. I gotta keep talking to myself so I can remember this stuff. Okay, so the Cubs advanced to play the Astros. And that's the... yeah, well, no, we'll play this game. 14 Giants and 15 Royals. The Giants won 1 and lost 1. And the Royals just lost 1. So, third game for the Giants, second game for the Royals. So this is kind of a repeat of the World Series, but both winning teams. So the 15 Royals are on the road, and the 14, oops, sorry about that. The 14 San Francisco Giants. Where are you, Giants? There you are. Okay, because didn't these two teams battle the year before, and the Giants won? Or, yeah, the Giants won against the Royals in 14, and then in 15, did they repeat? I can't remember that. Who played in the 14 World Series? I'm gonna have to look it up. Then once I see it, I'll go, yeah, that's right. Or did they beat the Mets? I know the Mets were in there. Yeah, they all blur together after a while if you're not careful. Alright. So, alright, it's game number 2 for the Royals, so they'll pitch Falquez. And for the Giants, it's game number 3, so they're using Ryan Vogelsong. That's probably what matters the most. Alright, here we go. Score is 5-2. Giants win. Ryan Vogelsong goes 8. Okay, so the Giants advance there. And they will play the 10 Giants.
In our thing, you get sent for, you go in alive, you come out dead.
Looking at all these Giants logos, it's easy to get confused. So I'm going to try my best not to. Unlike the last one. So that's how that looks. One will be sending the other one home. Still got a lot of Giants teams left. One Red Sox, a Cub, an Astro. We're about to decide this game right here. 16 Cubs, 17 Astros. The Cubs have played one game, lost 7-4 to the 10 Giants, so that's their second game. And for the 17 Astros, they lost 7-1 to the 12 Giants. So the Cubs are definitely home. Now let's see, the Cubs lost 7-4, and the Astros lost 7-1. Yeah, Cubs are home. Cubs third game, Astros second. So I will give them the right pitchers. Kyle Hendricks. There's freaking Lester again. That guy got around into some World Series. He must be out high around with whatever team's going to win the World Series. Or at least be in it. Astros second, Charlie Morton. Right? I'm just assuming their lineups are right. Now, this one looks pretty close to being right. And there's the guy I was talking about when I was telling the story about Greg Maddux. Chris Bryant was the guy that he fooled. I'm pretty sure. Alright. I thought it was a shortstop, but he's playing third here. Alright. And the score? 10-7. Well, a lot of runs scored in this thing. 10-7, Astros prevail. Wow. So the Astros move up. And we have to say goodbye to a stunned Cubs team. They won the first one. But they didn't have to play the 17 Astros or the 18 Red Sox. That was 17 when they were champions. Copy, or 16. It was after, it was in 17, 16's year. Okay, so copy that and move Houston. I thought we were going to be moving Chicago, so I'm wrong again. So it's the Astros and the 18 Red Sox will play, and the 14 and 10 Giants and the 2, whatever you want to call it, of the losers bracket. The winners play. So since they came down and got to rest, they get to be home. That's how I do it. So the 18 Boston will be at home, 17 Houston will be on the road. Their first game, they defeated the 14 Giants 7-5. Then they lost the 13 Red Sox 6-2. So this is their third game. And for the Astros, it's the same. It's their third game. They lost 7-1 to the Giants. And they came here. Oh, where'd they go? They came here. They must have won their first one then. Let's see. No. 7-1. This is only their second game. I thought they won another game. Yeah. That's what I thought. They played the Cubs and beat them. So this is their third game as well. Alright. Both teams work third pitcher. Alright. Chris Sale was on Boston in 2018. Man, I really ain't catching. I'm really behind. Last time I remember him, he was a White Sox and he won the Cy Young. I haven't paid attention since. I should, but I don't. Okay, so that looks good. We're ready to go. Play it out. So I think it's best of 3. I'm not sure about that. 10-3, Houston prevails. Wow, Houston's pretty good. So the Astros defeat the Red Sox 10-3. I might as well take advantage of that one that's there. 10-3, but that's just game 1. So now we flip sides and go to game 2. First pitcher, both teams. Alright, flip sides. First pitcher. Yeah, Mike Fires. I don't know if I've heard of him. I know Porcello is. He was a long-time Tiger. He's been young ever since I can remember. All right. So the 108 wins Boston versus 101 wins Astros. It's 1-0 right now in favor of Houston. So the Astros win this, they'll move on. Red Sox win it 10-2, so they repay the favor. This thing can get really ugly quick, so I gotta be careful. Alright, so we're going to game 3 with flip sides again and pitchers. Number 2 man for the rubber game. Charlie Morton, David Price. So that's where the Tigers let him go to. Well, I think he went to Toronto. Now he's a Red Sox and still pitching. They were foolish for letting him go. Okay, so 18 Boston is at home again. This is to move on. 7-4 Houston takes them down. So last year's champs bite the dust. Houston Astros whoop them 7-4. Well, I'm sorry to see him go. That's the way it is, though. It's a cutthroat world out there. Alright, astonishingly to me, the Astros move on. They had that good of a team. They seemed pretty strong. I think they were at their pinnacle right now.
And it's your best friend that does it.
Shit, that was just last year. Or year before last. You know, the years fly by anymore so fast it's not even like it's a year anymore. It's like it's a couple of months. Years go by too fast. Time just... it needs to slow down, take a break. Try to get that ugly out of there. Alright, so the Astros move on. I was rooting for the Red Sox. Alright, Giants. Okay. Alright, now I hope I don't get confused here. The 14 Giants, let's look at their history. They beat the 11 Cardinals 6-4. Moved on, lost to the 18 Red Sox 7-5. Okay. Then they came down here, and that's where they are in the third game. Okay, the 14 Giants. The 14 Giants won their first game against the 11 Cardinals and lost their second game. Well, we just did them, you dummy. Oh yeah, you see? See how screwed up I can get? Now, the 10 Giants. They won their first game against the Cubs. See how ugly it can get? It's starting to be like, what score is what? Where'd that 10 come from? Oh, it's the 10 Giants. I get it. Okay. Doi. Alright, they lost here. So they won one and then lost one. This is their third game. Same for both teams, right? Royals, or no. I keep wanting to see the Royals. Giants and Giants, both teams' third game. Alright. So who scored more runs last time? I don't know. The 14 Giants got 5, and the 10 Giants got 4. So the 14 Giants are at home. Like that. This is why it's going to be hard not to be mixed up. Man, what a fun time to be a baseball fan in San Francisco, eh? 3 World Series in 1 decade. Amazing. Boston gets 2. I remember the 13 series the most, because I was really into that series. The ALCS that year. Tigers took them to the distance, I believe, and blew it. Alright, so both teams got their third pitcher. 14 has theirs, Vogelsong. He must have been there for a while. Lincecum and Kane, those are familiar names. Sanchez, I know him as a Royal, right? Alright, that's it. So it's game 1. 6-2, 14 wins. Buster Posey collects 4 hits. 6-2, that's game 1. We'll flip sides, play game 2, go to the next pitcher. Alright, go back to the top. No. Bumgarner, okay. So it's Lincecum against Bumgarner. 10-14. Play it. 6-3, 14 wins. And there's this hitting. Madison Bumgarner goes 18 for the win. 14 sweeps him 6-3. Okay, so the 14 Giants move on here. 6-2 and 6-3 to play a best of 3 against the 17 Astros. The winner play the 12 Giants in a best of 5, and then we go on to just, they got to beat them once or they got to beat them twice. We'll just start off with each team's ace. It's easier to remember that way. So it's a best of 3, 17 and 14. And here they are. I got to flip them. The Astros scored 7. Alright, 101 wins for the Astros, 88 wins for the Giants. Alright, so each team has their ace. It's going to be a good game. And oh man, 14 puts it to him, 18 and nothing. 6th spot in the 4th, and then bam bam. So they got to him. Pagan, Sandoval, Morris, panic homer. Madison Bumgarner tosses a 6-hit shutout. So the Giants put it to them, 18 and nothing in game 1. Flip sides and pitchers. Charlie Morton for the Astros, Tim Hudson for the Giants. Okay, it's 2017 Astros, 2014 Giants. Game 2. Giants lead wins it. Score 5-4, the Astros win. So the Astros even it up, 1 game apiece, 5-4 win. Game 3, deciding game. Flip sides and pitchers. Okay, flip sides and pitchers. Vogelsong. Dallas Keuchel. Right? Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Okay, so 101 versus 88. All right, the Astros should win, right? They did. 3-0. Shutout. They take out the Giants. Well, it's and there it is. The Astros upset. I would say upset, but maybe not. They're a pretty good team. 17 Astros beat the 14 Giants to move on. And there they are right here. Wait, no. Wrong series card. Alright, so they get to move on to here and play the 12 Giants. The road to the series lies through San Francisco. There it is. The 13 Red Sox are waiting. All of a sudden we got 3 teams left. I think I'm just going to do a best of 3. 5 is a little extreme. I'm getting kind of tired of it. So let's cut that and make it a 3. I want to get to the best of the best and start playing ball. Get a little bit of time. Season's going strong. I always got that 1 there by their name. Let's see if it's a premonition. Okay, so best of 3 for these two. Start with their number 1 pitcher. The Giants. Well, the Astros are the fall down. Oh, the Giants are the fall down, so they start at home. Okay, so the Giants are at home against the Astros. So they basically just went through. They have to go through 2 Giants teams, and it's up to 12 to hold them back because they're looking pretty good right about now. And yep, Kane for the Giants and Fires for the Astros. Can the Astros go through them both? Let's find out. The Astros win 9-6. Bergman homered. Bregman. I just got that one guy's bat. I ordered it. Springer. I hope it's a good one. Pence homered for the Giants. Final score was 9-6 Astros. Mike Fires goes 7. Well, the Astros are making their run. They came down here to play a favorite, I would say, 16 Cubs and beat them 10-7. Then beat the favored, I thought, Red Sox 2 out of 3. So the Red Sox did make a run, but they traded clobbers and then 7-4. And then they got past the 14 Giants. So now they're trying to get past their 4th team. And 9-6 with the 13 Red Sox waiting for them. So we'll flip sides and pitchers. Vogel song for the Giants. Morton for the Astros. He seems to be the guy that gets beat the most. So we'll play the game. Giants come out on top 16-4. They clobber them. Pagan, Posey, and Pence homered. Took their frustrations out. Only Altuve had a triple. Hunter Pence drives in 4. 16-4. Okay, so the Giants take it out on them a little bit. They'd even up the series at 1. With flip sides and pitchers for Game 3. Okay, flip sides and pitchers. Dallas Keuchel, he's been pitching really good. And Baumgartner, so has he. So this is it. This is to go to the finals. 6-0 Giants and the Astros run. Oh, the homered. No homers for them. And Houston gets blanked. Nothing for them. Was it a no-hitter? No. They had 3 hits. 2 errors. Alright. The Giants win this game and go to the finals. 2012 versus 2013. So there they are. The Astros, I gotta make sure I give them their runs. They had 0. They blanked. Well, that's it. 2012 Giants and the 2013 Red Sox in the finals. Giants have to win 2, Red Sox only have to win 1. The Red Sox go with John Lester, their ace. Giants go with Madison Bumgarner. And it's 97 wins versus 94 wins. Not too much different. Should be a good game or series. Here we go. Boston wins, it's over. Boston defeats, and they were supposed to be at home. I made the Giants at home. I forgot to flip them. Oh well. Boston will take it, I'm sure. So they win 8-5, and they go to the best of the best. 2013 Red Sox. Congratulations. And there it is. Red Sox win. We got a Red Sox team and the best of the best. How about that? Alright. I know that makes Al happy. Wherever he may be. His beloved Red Sox are in a big tournament. You know, I was just watching a program on them. It was about the curse of the Bambino. It was made before they won it again in 2004. Man, oh man. It was pretty interesting what everybody had gone through. It seems the curse is broken now. They've won 3 of them since 2004. Alright, I bet you that must be nice. I'll probably never know what it's like to be a world champion again. I remember in '84. I was only 20 years old, though. I don't know how much of it I remember. It was quite a while ago. Alright, so 2013 joins the list.
So the 2013 Red Sox add their name to the list. And I'll see you again. I'll get the bracket together and we'll be on soon with the second edition of the best of the best. Finally, we can do it.
Ever notice how you come across somebody once in a while that you shouldn't have fucked with? That's me.